Hello. I wanted to discuss survival kits. And what I've decided to use as a survival kit for this winter is this right here. There are many different sizes of survival kits. I carry a small few items in my wallet just in case if I was ever lost and needed a fire. If I needed a cutting tool, I have those pieces of gear in my wallet. Now, in my area in the wintertime, it gets very cold. And usually there's a lot of snow, so it's wet, it's cold, and very dangerous if you are caught out there without gear. I've decided to use this backpack and put some gear in that to use as a survival kit. This weighs 12 pounds and it has a lot of essential items that could save my life. So at 12 pounds, I'm able to throw this on my back and go for a walk, go for a hike. There's really no reason I can't throw this on my back whenever I go into the woods this winter. And if I do that, it's going to increase my chances of survival if I was ever lost or got stranded out there for whatever reason. Right now, I do not have to wear hunter orange. So if I'm hunting, I can throw this on my back and I can go. I could walk all day with this on my back and I would not feel any fatigue at all. Now, why I changed up to a backpack is because I can fit more gear in it. And with this pack right here and the gear in this pack, this can be a complete pack, complete for most areas in the world. Anything below 32 Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius, this pack would pretty much get you by in many situations. I'm going to show you what I added to this and why I chose a backpack. It's bigger than most survival kits that people take, but I did this for good reason. So first off, I always have my knife and I have a Baco on my hip. I strap the belt around my waist and then I take this. So this is my cutting tools. And I also, since I get extreme cold temperatures, I'm going to need a fire. If I get caught out there, I am fire dependent. Now that is why I have the Silky Big Boy with me. I can cut down some pretty big trees to support a fire all night long. And in the temperatures I have right now, that's what I would need to do. I'd have to have an all-night fire. Although I can save on the amount of firewood I collect and the size of my fire that I need to stay warm. And how I did that and why I chose a backpack is I added in this backpack a 0-degree sleeping bag. This is 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. So like I was saying before, most places in the world, if you do not get any lower than, say, 0 Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit, a bag like this can save your life. Because you're not dependent on fire. Sometimes you can't get fire. If it's pouring rain out and you can't cover that, if you can't cover your fire to get that going and establish enough coals and such to keep it going during the rain, it's very hard to get a fire going in some places. With this, it weighs, I'm not sure, 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds. You know, I'm not sure. But with this here, I am not fire dependent at 0 or below. Or I mean 0 or above Celsius. Now, for me, it gets far below 0 Celsius. I can be minus 30 Celsius around here, even a little bit lower at times. So what's this going to do for me? Well, like I said, it can provide me extra warmth without having to have a larger fire, thus saving firewood. I won't have to collect as much firewood to keep a fire going all night, because the shelter I put up, I only have to warm it up to 0 Celsius. If I keep that at 0 Celsius, this bag here is 0 Celsius. I find that I sleep very comfortably at 5 Celsius. At 0, you wake up a little chill, but you're still fine. So, if I can get that up to 0 Celsius, instead of having to get it a lot hotter and have a bigger fire, thus burning more firewood, this can come in very handy. And then, in nights that it's just below freezing and I can't get a fire going, may be a miserable night, but this could save my life. And if I didn't have it, most people die within the first 24 hours from exposure if they don't have proper gear. And you know, it don't have to be extreme cold temperatures either for someone to get hypothermia and perish. So I decided just to throw this small lightweight sleeping bag in here and carry a backpack which is easily carried, just to increase my chances. And I wanted to share this with people just so they can use this idea if they like. And a lot of places, just by adding a sleeping bag like this that is lightweight, you know, and compact, you could totally increase your chances, you know, staying alive out there. And a lot of times, with a tarp over you and a bag like this, in certain places, you wouldn't need anything else. You wouldn't need a fire until you need to purify your water. But that's just a tip that I had, and I've been doing, and I thought I would share just because it may save someone's life. Thanks for watching.